There's kind of two ways that we get fucked over. One is they market you and exploit you based on, whether or not you're good enough at being a whore or having a good story, whatever it is. There's cases like the Epstein case that you're talking thousands of victims, thousands, not just one, thousands. So like, and then you want victims restitution. Well, that's going to come in through Epstein. It's everything that you've managed to seize off of him. And it's also going to come through the government, at least in some of these cases, because the government completely failed those children. And, being that I'm the 15-year-old you love to talk about, the state helped you do it. So like at the time, if you look back, and the state was also like, there were cops who were molesting these children on their way in too, because they knew they could take advantage of them. So then it became bishops or priests or counselors. There's a lot of people who cannot resist temptation. And I hate to break it to you, but you are really incredibly beautiful. You are. And weak men, my mother always said, Rachel, you're going to have to learn how to be strong because men are so weak. And so that's just part of our reality here in America. When you have a dream, part of that dream, it seems to coincide with wanting a beautiful wife. All right. And when people don't get that, or they don't get to control it, or it's not like equally as happy with them as they are with their partner that they found, then you start to see division and also anger and jealousy. And when you put money in that equation, it gets even worse. And, people who go into certain jobs, they usually do it for money or for power, right? When you get the badge, you're not going to work because you're making freaking $25 an hour. You're going to work because that badge lets you tell people to fuck off. That's primarily why people you become an attorney, because you want to get paid to fucking lie. You become a doctor because you know there's no cure, and all you gotta do is put a Band-Aid on it and you get away with fucking murder. It's kind of interesting. And so then you have survivors, people who like to market us and exploit us, not just explore us. And then they're like, oh, we love you. You got a great story.